Me, I would try to sing that, but I don't want to poison your poor delicate ears, burn it with the screeching sound of my sorry music, my sorry singing. Good morning, YouTube. As always, we're starting a little short, but hey, it is what it is. And I finally bought me some creamer, so that's why I haven't taken off yet. I am in the back of the camera preparing me some delicious and nutritious coffee, as though Mrs. would say. Yeah, I know I ain't supposed to have it, but hey, we we also want to stay alive too. I bought me a new plant yesterday, fern. My wife she sees I try to grow stuff, so she wants to be a part of it. I got her another I guess it's a fern. She called herself putting it outside, yellowed it up a little bit. You know, the ones she has now. She's scared to bring them in the house because she's scared there's gonna be bugs in them. So when I get home, I'm gonna trim those up, spray them down, make sure they ain't got nothing in them. Because, like I said, I learned something from Hot Pepper Mike that evidently my kitchen slash living room might be a microclimate, and they like the specific amount of light that they're getting, and that's why my avocado trees it's still growing. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to bite the dust, but hey, I'm going to keep it right where it is. I'm just going to keep it right where it is. That's all I can say. Um, let's see here. I'm gonna let that shut down. Let my coffee brew, and we are going to continue with our pre-chip. That's what us truckers have to do this early in the morning. I apologize. Good morning for whoever's came in. Thank you for joining me this early in the morning. Thank you for being a part of our group. And for those that will come in on the remix, thank you for coming in to check us out. We ain't all look. Let's keep it 100. We ain't about spit, but try to have fun and try to enjoy ourselves in the process. Like I said, in the process. I'm getting kind of excited. I have my next load coming up, which means that I get to turn around and go back home. After that load, I get one more load. That little load's pointing home. I've actually been on the road since we got back from uh, the last cruise, and I was trying to, like I said, trying to catch up on my bills. Get ahead, have some extra money for when we go to Costa Rica. But finding out from my friend who's been driving the truck for 30 years, you know, he's let me know that, because of the downturn in the economy, uh, you know, stuff is slowed down, and I understand. Um, we just have to be able to, um, hey, good morning, Bamanola. We just have to be able to, accommodate that part of it. I forgot the truck's cut off. Dang it. Because a lot of times, sorry about that. When the truck cuts off, a lot of times, the uh, the microphone changes over. Guys, just let me know if that happens, because I'm gonna have to turn this truck on in a minute. Which it is what it is. Um, but back to what I was saying. The downturn, it kind of slowed down, but I'm looking at my miles. I'm actually doing more miles than normal, but I'm doing 34s every weekend. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean. That's the confusing part about it. I'm doing 34s. I'm not running out of hours. A trucker would know what I'm talking about. And that's confusing, but it is what it is. Uh, the truck's about to start, so guys, let me know if my microphone goes out. I'm not driving yet, but while I'm on the phone with you guys, I'm going to get my pre-trip done. Pre-trip inspection, yada yada yada. It's part of the 47489. The weird part of it's always the weirdest part of you know waking up in the morning because I don't close the curtain. So, 1 second. Every morning I have to remember where I park. I don't know why I have to remember because I don't close the curtain. I look out and I'm waking up trying to figure out where the heck am I? You know what I mean? And it's a weird thing, but I'm getting used to it. Alright. The, the coffee juices are brewing. I did log in my pre-trip, and also we turn the GPS on so we can get the heck out of Dodge and act like we're doing something this this bright and early morning. I think my coffee's almost ready and we can get on the road. I might bring my GoPro out once. What I'll do is uh, put it on my head so you guys what I do in the morning when I get up, get out here, and roll. Do something. But I probably have to think the truck a little bit better because it looks like a freaking pigsty in here. Yes, yes, I normally don't give a flip. The reason I don't give a flip is I'm like looking at it. But you guys, if I put the GoPro on my head, like what Sam Hill look like Oscar, from Sesame Street, even the freaking mess everywhere. But oh my God, what do you expect? We don't have full pillows here and pink sheets. So I'm sorry. All right. what I wanted to kind of talk about a little bit today was going into this new age of battery powered. We got, Lamino is in here. So he knows what I'm talking about when it comes to battery powered mowers. Got battery powered mowers, battery powered cars. We're doing battery powered everything. And that is supposed to be eco friendly for the world and the country and everything. But for us normal folks, battery powered lawnmower is way out of our reach. Oh, hold on 1 second. I know what just happened. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second, okay? Okay. How about now? Somebody put a one in them if you can hear me, because when the truck turns on, it turns off my earpiece. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Well, truck. Off the audio. Okay, that's worse. Okay. Hold on. Step out of this. All right. How about now? All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. How about now? All right. Well, I just went back out, checked the mic. Okay, great. Sorry about that, fellas. What happens is when the truck comes on, oh crap. Hold on, it's gonna do it again. Getting too old for this stop engine. I forgot I had the automatic. I forgot I had the automatic thing on. Well, I'm gonna keep talking till we're gonna have to do it one more time. But okay, it's gonna do it one more time. Sorry about that. Let's make sure we. I'm getting too old for this. I had the. I thought I turned the truck on. It was actually. I know this sounds stupid. It was actually on, but it was the automatic system that keeps me cool at night. And for me to be able to talk, okay, for me to be able to talk, I have to. I have to it's a long explanation, but I apologize. Oh boy. uh, I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to be professional, but I'm effing this up. Well, in other words, I had to start the truck up. I thought I started the truck up, but it was on automatic. It automatically started up. And if I try to pull off, the truck will cut off, and then we'll go through the whole process again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But let's do this. Let's do this. You're gonna lose the sound. Sorry. Okay. Back. All right, now I'm back, and it should be working. All right, and it should be working. But all right, let's start again. All right, let me explain since y'all trying to figure out what's going on. All right, every time I start the truck up, it overrides my earpiece. And when I talk to y'all in the morning, my earpiece is how you guys are hearing me. So when you say speaking to the mic, it switches from my earpiece to the truck's microphone, and that's why it does. That's why you can't hear me. Well, I thought I initially turned the truck on, and I didn't. What I had was the truck was in automatic, so the truck turned on by itself. I'm still waking up, so I had to turn it back off, go through all the stuff to knock it back down and do all that. So I apologize for the confusion. So once again, let's let's do this. Let's start the show again. Let's start the show again. 'Cause the major confusion. Good morning. Good morning. You too. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning. You too. Welcome in. Good morning, cruisers. Cruising is fun everywhere. Morning, Bamanola, Charles, Hot Pepper Mike. What is up with y'all, my peeps? Oh shoot. Let's put it this way. If you ain't having fun, if you ain't having fun, then what you doing it for? That's what the heck, man. um, just so you know, guys that are trying to become monetized, it is it's not an easy situation. It is not. It's just getting that getting the 2,000 people and the 4,000 hours. Just know this: don't be discouraged. Normally I would have, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on trying. I put, um, in the less than a month, I've got 51 new subscribers, but my hours are dropping like a brick. The reason why my hours are dropping is because um, it's literally because I passed my 1 year mark. You got to do it in 1 year. Now, I'm not gaining hours back. I thought I was from I thought I was. Let's see something here, guys. Hold on. You know, I'm blind as a bat. I gotta remember where I'm at. Okay. Now I remember. I thought I was getting my hours, but it's actually I'm getting hours, but they're not being counted towards the 4,000 hours because of my I'm doing a lot of shorts. But shorts, the short videos is what's bringing in my subscribers. So I have revamped, um, reinitiated, turned, I've turned to a different attack right now. Since I'm getting all these subscribers, I'm at 751. You know, I'm 50 from dang near 800. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost at the 2,000 mark. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep on pumping these shorts, and I'm gonna keep on doing stuff that is bringing folks to my channel, so I can lock in that 1,000. Then I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn around and focus on the hours again. I mean, literally, guys, this is all I can do. You know, that's all I can do. But so I'm just warning you guys to be prepared when you see, you know, I call it the great, the great, the great removal when it starts coming. So you don't get it. A lot of people get frustrated. A lot of people get upset, and they move away from it. Don't get it frustrated. Concentrate and figure out. Other people has done it. I was gonna put out a call to watch my whatever list, but YouTube is YouTube's figured that one out, and if they see that one person's watching a lot of your stuff, they'll delete those hours, and they might even take the channel away from you. So just watch out for that. So in other words, I am not the parameters keep changing, but I'm learning to stay within the parameters. You see what I'm saying? Now I've noticed on this channel a lot of folks, they don't want that long video. So I'm gonna do a long video, and then I'm gonna cut it up into bits and pieces. It's gonna be a little bit longer than a short, and see if I can get people to watch those and let that add up and add up. A lot of my main videos are for my Husqvarna and my John Deere, my 34 inch, my 34, 36, one of them, I forget when. Sorry. Those guys are my main, that pulls a lot of people to it. So I'm going to start doing some more. I'm doing maybe a 2-year review and stuff like that. These are the things that you got to remember when you're trying to get to that point. Because again, YouTube is, every time you get close to it, YouTube is switching up. Don't be discouraged. Try not to be discouraged. I'm not going to be discouraged, because if everybody else can do it, shoot, you can do it. I can do it. Cruising is fun anytime. Really wonderful people. Check them out. Bam Manola, he's doing that lawn care. Guys, he be lighting them lawns up. Hang in there. Keep pumping them out. Keep doing it, and then look at your analytics. See what's drawing people to your channel. I had Miss B. I listened to B, but I was like, Then I started recognizing, wait a minute, I need to look at certain things. See what pumps them out. It's so funny. I was getting more views I'd add music to it, do it short, a truck passed by me. And when I started seeing that, I was like, man, I'm doing more views. I'm going to do more of those, give me more subscribers. And then as soon as I decided to make more videos like that, I can't get a truck to pass me to save my life. I'm like, where the heck is everybody? I'm like, where the heck is everybody? But it is what it is. All right. Let's get back to what I had to start all over again. Let's get back to what I originally wanted to talk about today. What I wanted to talk about today was these battery powered mowers, battery powered cars, these hybrids, and everything in that aspect. Um, Everybody, okay, yes, I understand. We want to save the world. We want to go green. I understand that, but it comes with a price. These new batteries, the battery technology that they have. One problem with that is on the low end of it, it comes from really deprived areas. One like uh, you know areas of Africa where they've got child labor digging for these certain minerals that are needed in the batteries. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, once again, we're eventually going to run out of the product needed to make it. So that's a problem right there. Two, the technology to hold a certain amount of charge to exact the same result as I'll use Bam Nola as an example. This man has to cut a certain amount of yards per day, and that machine has to give a certain amount of charge per day for it to be viable for him. And what am I saying with that is, um, a regular lawnmower is built for maybe the cutting a lawn once and or twice a week. A commercial lawnmower is built. It's built like a freaking tank. It's built to normally to go eat every day, extra, the extra mile or whatever. It's built as a tank, and if you take care of it, it's going to keep going. But the price of a regular commercial lawnmower is astronomically, unbelievably expensive. That mower that you see that man driving, if that's a commercial mower, minimum 8 to 9 grand, minimum. If it's one of the big boys, if it's a Skag or one of those big ones, the DeWalt, like there's a place I'm heading towards. There's a Home Depot that sells them. They're dang near, 10, 11, 12, 15. It's a car. What we used to pay for cars in the 80s, brand new car. That's what you're paying for a lawnmower. And that has to hold enough power to last for it to be viable. But we have places that, like California. Don't get me wrong. I understand a lot of, but these tree huggers are not understanding the difference between viability and reality. Those mowers need electricity. Okay, they got rid of all the nuclear reactors, so that was the strongest part of it. So guess what we got to do? We got to use coal. So guess what? Yeah, you're not putting nothing into the atmosphere, but there's still stuff going into the freaking atmosphere because that coal-fired plant that is making the electricity to power your your electric lawnmower, so you're still not saving the planet. We need to have some type of technology where even if I don't have solar panels on my roof, that I could grab a set of solar panels, put it on my front lawn, let it sit there and run that line to that mower and or car and power that. And then now you're eco-friendly. Now you're everything that you need to be. But nobody's thinking, nobody's understanding that technology is just not there right now. See, you need an extra amperage. I don't know for the lawnmowers, but for the cars, everybody thinks, oh, I can just go get a Tesla, park it in my garage, and plug it in the wall. Don't work like that. For you to get the right charger, you have to, okay, like for example, if you're standing in front of your house, where is your power box? That's where the guy comes in and looks at your electric meter. My house is on the opposite side of the garage. That's no good. If I want to buy a Tesla, I have to pay to have a special line ran straight from my power box. They don't connect it to your fuse your fuse panel. It has to go directly from the power coming off the street from your power box. So you're going to pay an arm and a leg to have a line ran from your power, the meter itself. It, See, the meter is on the other side of my house, so I'm gonna have to have it run all the way up into the attic, across the attic, and back down and into my garage. And then I'll be able to charge my I'll be able to charge my car from my home. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize that. When you look and make sure that you can do such a thing. And if you live in an apartment, where can I park to charge my car? These are the things people are not telling you. And you only have a certain amount of distance with this car. Let's not even talk about how much they freaking cost. Years ago, they were 80,000. I don't even know what they are now. It's probably unbelievably, ridiculously high. Everybody's trying to be eco-friendly, but you're not putting it out to be eco-friendly to the middle. I'm talking just the plain middle class person. The middle class person, not the higher upper class, whatever. They're not telling you that if something goes wrong and it's out of warranty, you're going to be paying an arm and a freaking leg. Example: Teslas have it's an actual if your battery goes bad, it's actually one big battery, but it's actually not. It's got modules in it. But Tesla will not repair the module. You got to buy the whole piece. It's literally the size of the undercarriage of the car itself. They have to pull that whole thing down and replace it. Guess how much that costs? About 23 to 30,000 freaking dollars for one battery. I'll use an example. I have a Ryobi. I bought one. A Ryobi battery powered lawnmower. Yeah, I added it to the fleet. It's funny. I have a 40 volt 40 volt hedge trimmer, Ryobi hedge trimmer. I went out and bought the Ryobi lawnmower for, I think it was like $60 used. I looked on Facebook Marketplace. Guy had a whole bunch of these things, and the only thing was he didn't tell you that what was wrong with it, but he just showed you that the lawnmower part of it worked. The self-propelled, a little plastic piece in the engine is broke. So you have to spend $80 to order that whole piece to get the daggone thing to be self-propelled. Well, I was like, look, for $60, I'll push the daggone thing. Now, it needs two batteries. The proper batteries for it are bigger, but my 40 volt will fit in that lawnmower. Now, you need to know that the batteries for that lawnmower are about, if you go to Home Depot, they're $250 to $275 a piece. Okay, and you need two of them. Now, that lawnmower with the piece I was telling you, that if it breaks, you're screwed. You pay $500, like $500 or $600 brand new, and Home Depot for the same lawnmower, and I paid $60 for. So my little 40 damn thing will cut my front lawn. Then I got to put it back on charge. So these are the things people are not, telling you about these battery powered, these battery powered lithium, yeah, that's what the metal everybody look at the lithium part of it, the battery power, whatever. Now, me and Charles was talking about the, Ford that came out with the F-150, the F-150 Ford pickup. It's going to do all this stuff. It'll even power your house in the case of a storm and blah, 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 blah. Now, turns out this F-150, even with I have a small little trailer that go get stuff from Home Depot. I buy little, trinkets here and there, meaning lawnmowers. I buy little lawnmowers here and there. And this F-150 that's battery powered, it's electrical. It loses, the distance is, I guess it was the only distance it's got is like 300 miles on the chart. Cut that almost in half or less, depending on how much weight that you're towing. Okay, so you're gonna tell me the engineers or the big wigs that were having this truck built, they didn't think about that? Now, you got in there saying, well, and then you can plug it up at the construction site, and you could use this and you could do that, and they didn't figure out that that's going to kill more of your charge because you're using electrical equipment like a saw and this and that and a vacuum and all that. Literally, that vehicle's worthless. And it's probably going for 100 and some change. For a guy that's, riding around in a pickup truck. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to pump this out instead of having maybe a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. This is going to be the first phase of our new EV vehicles. This is going to be the second phase. The third phase, we should have this type of distance. We should be able to do this. You should be able to just plug it into a regular outlet and have a supercharger, whatever. But they're not thinking like that. They're just trying to get it out there, overcharges. People are so excited about these vehicles, they were buying them, way above the APR, whatever, way above the value of this vehicle. And I understand, yes, we need to save the environment. But the normal people like you and me, Joe Blow, we're not the ones doing the destruction of the environment. It's these big chemical companies, it's these big factories, and it's the poisoning of our land, the poisoning of our society. These are the guys that are doing this to us. If they would cut this crap back and slowly bring it down to a something that is feasible, we'd have a chance. Really? The guy got mad I got in front of him. So what? See? Let me slow down. Let him get over. Go ahead. Idiot. That guy was merging in, so I moved out of the way. You know what I mean? And and again, it comes back to price. If I wanted to be eco-friendly, I can't afford. I can't look. I have expensive mowers, but I look for deals. The only one that I paid full price for was my John Deere, and I wanted that one. You see what I'm saying? And I believe I deserved it. I wanted that and I deserved it. But I'm not paying. It's so funny. When I bought my John Deere Moore, when I bought my John Deere Moore, they said, "Well, you got approved." They approved me for 26,000. I got 26,000 credit line, and I'm laughing like, okay, I was dumb enough to buy this, but I'm not getting nothing else. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not getting nothing else. So you want me as a regular schmegler guy to get a battery powered? I mean, I'd love to get one, but they're $6,000 or $7,000 right out the back, and and this is like the first generation. How much is it going to cost if the battery goes bad? How much is it going to cost? I'm not an electrician. I play around with these gas power lawnmowers. I can figure those out. But now we got to have, resistors and diodes and amperage and stuff like that. Just think about it. But everybody's running out to get this stuff. I'm eventually going to go on board. I might get one here and one there. But I'm waiting till that price drop. I'm waiting till, Joe Blow gets tired of it and I don't want this no more. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And that's that's the thing. I would like to go. It's in Kentucky. It's a lawn, lawn care and all that expo. It's in Louisville, Kentucky. I think Louisville, Kentucky around October. I would love to go, at least for one day to see this expo. Because they got a lot of lawnmowers, a lot of, all this battery powered stuff. They're pumping them out left and right, but they're not getting the right technology up. You see what I'm saying? That the normal person can afford. The normal person, can't afford to get a supercharger installed in their garage for their car. Do you see what I'm saying? The thing is, there are shops opening up left and right. Because guess what? If your EV goes down, you have to take it straight back to the dealer. And the dealer will give you a runaround. There are shops opening up. Like I know there's one in Florida, and there's a few out west that they're like Tesla employees or whatever. So they know how to fix it a little bit better than and a little bit cheaper than the normal guy that's out there. Do you see what I mean? And I did a short video, and I was laughing that when Tesla had it was a day cab with an 18-wheeler. That means that it doesn't have a sleeper like I have. I can go in the back and go to sleep. But I was being a little smart ass, and I said, "Where's the guy supposed to sleep?" And I realized it was day cab, but I didn't want to take away what I said. But it had a big battery pack, but the same thing is going to happen. See, like right now, I'm pulling 45,000 pounds. What does that mean? That takes away of my miles per gallon of how much my engine burns. Right now, I'm doing 8.8 miles per gallon. What's going to happen with the charge? If I'm driving an 18-wheeler that's EV powered, okay, I have to wait in line. I have to wait in line just to charge, to get diesel fuel in depth. How are they gonna set it up for a guy that it's got an EV powered vehicle, 18-wheeler? How are they gonna set it up for him to charge his vehicle? Do you see what I'm saying? We're not thinking. Oh, I see someone else said, "Come in, welcome in." Sorry, I'm not greeting you guys, but as you can see, I'm driving. I'm driving and I can't. A little, I love to say welcome in everybody, but welcome in. We don't want the vehicle waving all over the place. But Mike, Hot Pepper Mike, I know he said hello. Hot Pepper Mike and Charles said hello to you guys. Well, welcome in, and but note this: these big corporations are trying to get our money, and it's funny. I'm saying this, but I got stocks. I'm investing in for it. Um, they're pumping it out and not giving us the full story. Do you see what I'm saying? So these electric vehicle 18 wheels are going to be the same thing. They're only going to be good for a local right now, local and short runs. Short runs, maybe 100 miles or 200 miles round trip, depending on how much weight they're pulling. And God forbid, once you get in the mountains, it gets worse. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, I believe, I understand and I believe that we should be more greener, but we overall, first of all, we need to be more greener with our power grid. First of all, we need to upgrade our power grid. You know, we need to find better and cleaner ways, to power our electrical power grid. Because again, we got, California got right now it's got rolling blackouts because they don't have enough electricity. Nobody thought about that. Do you see what I'm saying? Nobody thought about that. So we need to figure out better ways to have cleaner energy. Like in the northern west, you could see, the wind turbines. They're everywhere, and I'm all with it. There's actually in outside of Vegas, there's this giant field. It looks like something out of um, um, spy movies. Giant field full of mirrors and it's for solar. It's a solar panel collection site. We need to have more and more of them. Come up with the right technology. Stop inventing a better freaking bomb. Let's invent a better way to harness energy. They're talking about cold fusion and all this other stuff. Find better ways to power our world, clean up our environment, clean up our oceans. We've got two people that are in here that are avid cruisers, Pier Runner and Cruising is Fun Anytime. Clean up our oceans so we can enjoy them more. You see what I'm saying? Companies like Carnival are still paying fines for dumping stuff overboard. Clean up our environment so we can enjoy our world much better than we do now. That's really what I'm trying to get at. Have a better way instead of just trying to sap everybody about their money. Find a better way. There's got to be better ways. Come up with a better plan. We're so worried about the Democrats and the Republicans. Well, the Republicans trying to make this a fascist country, and then a lot of the Democrats they trying. And I'm not trying to be political, but we worried more about a man wearing a dress and beating the crap out of everybody in every race, and in boxing matches beating up on women. We worried more about a man having his rights, and we worry more about that. But screw our environment, screw our way of life, screw just having food that isn't poison to us. You feel me? We wonder why the gas price so high because most of the Saudi Arabia, whatever, they own Shell, they own BP, they own all these gas stations that are ridiculously high. But we're like sheep, and well, I'm gonna worry about this, and I'm gonna worry about this stupid thing. How about let's worry about our environment? How about let's worry about how we're gonna get back and forth to work? You see what I'm saying? Oh, hey, good morning, welcome in, welcome in. We're not thinking about that, but some people are. Some people in these YouTube streets, they're trying to grow their own plants. They're trying to grow their own vegetables. They're trying to. I understand because this is what we used to do. A lot of us we talk to our real grandma and grandpa. I'm not even gonna go on that route. Real grandma and grandpa, which was like at our real grandma and grandpa is 70, 80 years old, not 40, not 30 or 40. Okay, but no, I didn't say that. Y'all didn't hear me say that. But they grew up, and their parents were sharecroppers, and they had to. There's a guy that he's a football player, but he talked. He's on one of the talk shows that he's just leaving. A brother, he said wash. He didn't wash up inside, and he was from South Georgia. Didn't wash up inside till after he was like 21, playing football. That's how poor they were. You see what I'm saying? We need to start protecting our own. We need to start protecting our environment. I was really all for it. Where we had in our neighborhood, the garbage company, you had to, separate the plastic and the paper and the cardboard and all that stuff. They stopped doing that. They stopped picking it up and we're not doing that no more. Oh, what the heck happened? What the heck happened? Oh, just put it all in in one container. Really? Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. And guys, did you know? See, we don't realize everything that's poison to us. One of the reasons that you might have the man boobs is because the plastic that I drink a ton of them. Like these plastic bottles with the water. The plastic in these plastic bottles, it leaches out of there. It's a synthetic estrogen. And y'all don't know, estrogen is what helps a woman be a woman. It's a synthetic estrogen. So every time you drink it out of that plastic bottle, guess what you're doing? You sucking that down. Then you wonder why am I so emotional today? That's a joke. That's a joke. So don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger. And again, guys, I'm not a tree hugger, but look, it's just plain reality here. It's just plain reality. Yes, it's so funny. We're so quick to do something, but it's not for the right reasons. We're quick to go everything electric. We're quick to do everything EV. We'll do all that, but it's for the money because they see Elon Musk is making all this money with these cars, but they don't really tell you how screwed up those cars are. The self-driving cars that's gotten the accidents and totaled, and do you know those cars? The way they're made, and black folks, we got to talk here. You miss a payment, that car will start up in your driveway, back out, and drive to the dealer. Yeah, you heard silence, because I just wanted that to sink in. I just wanted that to sink in. I'm getting to that age where I'm gonna buy one more vehicle, and that's gonna be the last vehicle that I'm gonna have. I would probably like to have an F-250 or an F-350. I'm talking used. Then I'm going to have the engine replaced. That's it. Engine and the transmission replaced, and that's it for me. I might get me a little hoopty or a motorcycle to get around, but that's going to be it for me. I'm not going to get all this. It's going to be a long time down the run. You got to show me that it's going to be worth me even buying a used one. Do you see what I'm saying? Even buying a used one. It's just like the in the cruise ship industry. They they're trying to, in certain ports, they're trying to have hookups to keep the ships running, which I'm all for it. So they're not polluting the air and everything. Carnival has gone to, in the newest ships, they've gone to the liquid, the liquid gas powered, the power of the big engines. That, you know, it needs to be done in phases if we're going to take and keep our world, our country and everybody clean. I'll give an example. We're going to Costa Rica literally next month. Jesus, dude. Nobody will even let me over. We're going to Costa Rica next month. And the difference in the food quality, in the difference in the air quality, the difference in, I just would, even for a week, even though we're going to drink a lot of liquor, you actually feel a lot different. My acid reflux is a lot less than normal. And that's from the less amount of chemicals that's going to be in the water, in the food, in the whole situation. We're all not young puppies. We're getting older. You guys got to start thinking about these things. Yes, I'm all over the place, and I apologize about that. But that's how we are at this channel. We're all over the daggone place. But I'm just trying to give you a meaning behind it. The prices, the prices, they're gouging the prices. Yes, the reason why the food price is going up because the transportation, I, the goods that I bring, it costs more to get them to you. Like, I hope y'all ready for the orange juice and all that stuff that comes out of Florida. That mess gonna go through the roof. Whatever's left of it. But at this point, I'm learning I need to go on a diet anyway. I'm learning I need to go on a diet anyway. Good morning, welcome in. And again, I appreciate y'all coming by. Yeah, this is early morning. Folks have mentioned you come on so early. Yes, because the all of the lanes, all of the YouTube lanes are really crowded. Well, I chose the earlier lane to be in. Is, as you can see, I'm staying in my lane. You see this lane right here? I'm in my lane. My lane, I enjoyed a earlier lane. An earlier lane. Why? So I could learn from my mistakes. Because we had a lot. I thought it was funny. But see, there's a lot of, when I'm trying to do a live in the 18-wheeler, there's a lot to it. And the beginning of this, when y'all get a chance to go back to the beginning, you hear me laughing because I'm like, I don't freaking believe I got to do all this. and the audio and everything, but it was falling apart. But at least we knew because what there was one time I'm driving and y'all couldn't hear a word I'm saying. And Charles was calling me, and I'm like, "Why you calling me? No, I'm doing a live, and I'm not answering. He's calling to tell me that we can't hear you. You went offline and blah blah blah." So in the early morning hours, this is where I get my practice. It's the early morning hours where I get, my was it meaning of life or whatever. Because see, this one thing I'll tell you. One thing I'll tell you about driving a truck. You got a lot of time out here to reflect on yourself, reflect on life itself, reflect on everything. It's funny, I appreciate that. Appreciate when you have a friend that won't pull a punch and say, "Hey, man, I've been out here. I hang on myself, but I think I gained my black card back talking because we get on the phone, we talk, 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 and I get corrected. No, no, hey, oh no, that's not that. It's blah 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 blah. And because you listen to the news, you listen to all the stuff, and you don't do your own homework. We have the ability to do our own homework to figure out what the heck is really going on and who's lying and who's telling the truth. So again, I'll bring that part of who's lying and who's telling the truth. Go back if you decide to do electric vehicles, electric equipment, electric yard equipment. Um, if you're not scared to push a mower, you can get that same $450 mower or $550 battery powered Ryobi mower. Look on Facebook Marketplace. The, the, what they do is that one little piece is broke that you got to push that button, but you can all you got to do is get batteries. Look on Facebook Marketplace. You can buy a battery or whatever, or if you decide to get a battery powered hedge clipper or Ryobi that fits into that lawnmower. You'll have one battery, but man, please, I'll cut half the lawn, plug it back up, let it charge, have a beer, and go ahead and cut the other half. Do you see what I'm saying? And you have a battery powered lawnmower. And the thing is quiet as heck. It's quiet. It is so freaking quiet. That's you're saving yourself hundreds of dollars. I paid $60 for it. When y'all get a chance, go back in my archives and look. Yeah, I paid $60 for a freaking mower. There was actually one. I had no place to put it, and I really didn't want to lug it back to the truck. They had a battery powered lawnmower. It was a different brand, but it had two batteries, and I could have got that. It was on sale at Walmart for $100. But I was like, I got two push mowers already. I don't need another one. You know, So I've already got two push mowers. Um, I'm going when I get back. Either see if I can convince Charles to either fry. I volunteered him, but it's gonna be for content. We're gonna do a video because I want if you come with me to pick up my other core area that I bought at the auction that I said I wasn't gonna buy, and we were sitting there joking about it. We were joking about it. Placed a bid on it. Placed a bid on it for $200. I said, I'm gonna be outbid, and don't worry about it. And Charles was like, yeah, you sure? I was like, yeah. I'm gonna be outbid. And the guy outbid me by $20. No, I know. It was like actually $10. and I don't know what my finger was moving before my brain could register, and I pressed it for 220 bucks. And I was like, yeah, why did I do that? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be out bid. I'm gonna be out bid. And then the end of the auction was coming, and it was counting down, and I'm on the phone with Charles, like, oh, I was like, oh shit, I got I got to pay for this. I got to pay for this area, the second area that I got. The one I got is almost fully fixed. I just got four other times to deal with, but it's a lot of money to get the right piece in there. But this one has the time, so if I can't fix anything else, I just take them off of there, and that $200 is what I have to pay for the 400, the four times I'm trying to get for the other one. So I'm still winning, but I gotta go get it. And I just didn't want to go by myself. And I'm like, hey, see if he wanted to come with me and hang out for a minute. Cause, but I, I was like, okay, we ain't doing that no more. Cause there's one coming up in June. I'm gonna stay as far away from it as possible. I'm not even gonna look online because I start pressing buttons. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry about that. But I start pressing buttons. But I don't know. I don't want to go into a negative mode right now. But again, I'm kind of reliving certain parts of my life that I never had a chance to. I thank my wife for not being really mad about it, and I try to keep it to a low minimum. Um, Most of my life, I never had nothing that I could say was mine. Um, and that part of it, I think I'm kind of reliving, and yes, still getting over some things, and I have so much fun. Bamanola had said that he gave me a compliment that about when I was putting together some stuff on my one of my real mowers that I got salvaged that I'm rebuilding. I never did nothing like that before in my life, and I find so much enjoyment and pleasure in figuring stuff out and getting it mowing, getting it going, and whatever. And I never had that chance to have that pleasure or joy or whatever the heck this feeling is. I really like it. I really enjoy it. I really have fun. And at this point in my life, I want to have some fun. I just have to curtail it. I have to curtail it and only save up and do it when I can afford it. I can't just keep going. When I first started, I thought it was stolen money, money, money. No, no, I can't do that. I have to curtail it. I have to wait till I have this, wait till I have that, make sure the bills are paid. This is the responsibility part of me. The reason I say that is because, I learned that from being in a positive relationship, a positive home, a positive environment, with a positive person that really gives a flip about me and doesn't nag. And so I don't want to bring any negativeness to that part of this situation. And I find enjoyment in that, and I found much pleasure in that. But I have to keep my eyes open, and just talking about specific things, it brings fun, it brings joy to the channel, brings joy to me. And again, I thank you folks for coming in. Um, just think about that when you're looking. If you're going to look for if you're going to look to get EV equipment, EV motors, do your homework. If even electrical stuff for your lawn care or lawn in your house or your yard, or the EV pickup trucks, the EV vehicles. Look into it. Do your homework first. What do I need? What do I need in my house to have this here? What do I need? How much? And so that you're prepared. How much lawn can I cut with this? How far can I drive? What if I get stuck in traffic? What's going to happen if I lose total power? They don't tell you with the Teslas that if you lose total power, you can't get into the car. You have to pop a little hole in the front, put jumper cables on these two wires, these two connections that will pop the front where the front hood. Then you got to you got to pop another piece. So you got to go through all this crap if you run out of juice or run out of energy. Do you see what I'm saying? Do your homework. See what you got to do. It's the same thing with some of these other vehicles. It's so funny. My wife's Cadillac, she left something on, and the battery died, and she couldn't get into the car. Cause I have a battery charger. I could have talked to dude plugging it up and put it on there, but she couldn't get into the car. She had to call AAA, and AAA was on YouTube trying to figure it out. The YouTube teaches you a whole lot of stuff. You know what I mean? These are the things. Do your homework if you're gonna. And that was the main thing we're talking about today: electrical vehicles or electrical mowers or yard equipment. Do your homework and see if it's going to be worth it. If it's got a warranty, how much it would cost if you have to get certain things fixed. Watch those videos. Watch the YouTube videos that tells you, well, I got a Tesla, and as soon as it went out of warranty, it was useless to me, or it cost me $20,000 or $30,000. $20,000 or $30,000. Shit. A rock just hit my daggone window. Dang it. Sorry, guys. That scared the crap out of me. It's going to be, that crack's going to grow. It's a little crack now, but that thing going to grow. Well, I mean, I don't have to pay for it. It's a company vehicle, but still. But, oh well. This is something to add in them. It's going to be putting it in the shop. But, again, do your homework. See if it's worth it. Or if you're going to wait and do it later on in life or something like that. Just see if it's worth it. And again, I'm being encouraged for those that are doing this YouTube thing. Be encouraged. Hang in there. Don't give up. Your time will come. Be positive. Check out Bamanola. Check out, Mike's Chaotic. Check out, who, I can't see who else was in here. F.R. Humphrey. Check. Charles don't have it. Check out Peer Runners. Who else in it? Sweet Reed. Check these folks out. Check the Cruising is Fun Anytime. Check all these folks out. They're good people. Good. They've got good stuff. Check them out. Let them know. Can't Stop sent you. And again, we're gonna close out as we always do. And if you don't think no one loves you, just know that God loves you and I love you too. Y'all have a blessed day. And see you guys Monday. Peace out.